Alright, well, I was over here at Lowe's. I figured we'd do just a little peek, a little walkthrough of the gift center, just sort of see what they got on hand, you know, and then later on, possibly Monday, maybe later on this afternoon, we'll hit up, you know, the other section way over there, and see what sort of power tools they got and the other stuff they got on that end. So they got some more boxes and whatnot over there. Starting over here, we've got some weird, did anybody ask for these? Really, it's just a finger flashlight. I don't know that they actually provide any sort of benefit other than the lights, which I guess can be nice if that's what you need. Here we got the 120-piece Cobalt drill drive bit set. Just keep in mind, these don't claim to be impact rated. So if it's something that you do spring for, which, you know, just keep that in mind. And here we got some titanium sets here. Now these are impact ready, impact grade. So you'll have no problem using these with the impact or with a just regular drill driver. So $19.98 for the titanium hole drilling set. Well, this is weird because they got a couple bits. This is a little strange, and this is more of a mixture, mostly for screw driving. Again, they have. It says these might be impact rated. Either way, they don't really have those features that we look for in those impact ready bits. Here we got the Skill gold oxide split point. Really good to help keep these bits from walking, especially if you're drilling through wood. And here we got the 7 1/4 Skill blade. Don't really know. It's a framing 24 tooth, of course. I haven't really heard anything about the Skill blades. Let's see, Armor All car cleaner, car gift set. This is you always got that aunt or uncle in your family, and if you're in the cars or keeping your truck clean, car clean, whatever, they always get you the Meguiar's with their Armor All kit. Now here we got some Heroes Police Walkie-Talkies. You know, when I was a kid, and we loved playing with walkie-talkies, but they were expensive and they were really limited use-wise. You couldn't go very far with them. It's just amazing how much the costs have gone down on these. You know, for $30, man, we could have, been on one side of the property from each other and been able to talk to each other. Me and my brother, I don't know, we had all kind of walkie-talkies. But anyway, I don't know if kids do that kind of stuff anymore. But you got the sort of navy camo blue and the army camo green. So anyway, and they're pretty light. $16-mile range. Insane. All right, enough of that. Now here we got some more of these stuff. If you don't use these to tie your cables and cords and stuff like that, they make bigger ones for, garden hoses, extension cords, that kind of thing. They're pretty nice. Here we got a carabiner. It's a plastic carabiner. You can use also, put an extension cord in there and hang it up on a rack. And here we go. Some of these smart plugs. These are pretty useful. I have not used this brand, but in general, you're gonna find these Wi-Fi, switches are pretty useful, especially around the holidays. You can control the lights and stuff with it. Or you got kids that like a night light, but once they go to sleep, you want it to turn off. Kind of keep their room dark. $34 for 4. It's not a bad price. Now here we go. We got the Craftsman. It's the hang something kit. Everything you're gonna need to hang something. You got your level 16-ounce hammer with the fiberglass handle hammer with the comfort grip, 25-foot measure, and a stud finder. Can't open the tape. But anyway, that's what we're looking at. $29.98 for that. Now this is a good stocking stuffer, or you know, for that pink elephant or Chinese Christmas gift, whatever you know you call it wherever you're from. Pass the parcel if you're from over the pond. It's $12.98, $13 for your 11 piece. This is gonna be something good to throw in the toolbox, in the truck, or inside in the house. So you got a little tool drawer or junk drawer. That way you don't always have to keep going out to the garage or to the truck to get something that you need. This is this is gonna be your 1/4 inch drive. It looks like you got a choice between the SAE and metric, unless these are all just SAE. Oh no, you do. $12.98 each. Obviously, I would probably spring for the metric. Here we go. We got standard and metric. I'd probably spring for the metric, personally. But you got your 3/8 inch here. It's a couple sockets, probably one of your basic or your more common sizes. 72 tooth ratchet. Yeah, not bad for $12.98. Little stocking stuffer. And here we got the 4-volt screwdriver for, is it 39 or 29? What? I don't know. Craftsman 4-volt screwdriver. Craftsman 4-volt screwdriver. $29.39. What is the rotating bit screwdriver? Okay. I see. This is more of a fixed design. Looks like a phaser from Star Trek. The OG, maybe. And this is more of what I think of when I think of one of these 4-volt screwdrivers. Except here you get a nice little picture hanging kit. Let's zoom in a little bit and take a gander at it. 4-volt. It's USB charged. So instead of using those old school brick, adapters that you plug into the wall, this you can just plug into your cell phone or your car, truck, USB port. It's got a nice pivoting head, which I like. You can use it like a regular screwdriver or use it at an angle, which is nice. I'm guessing this one's gonna be, I don't know, but this one might be pretty nice. There we go. You got a nice little light on it. Of course, it's not doing anything. Must not have enough juice. And this doesn't come with anything. It's just there only. So anyway, here we got some paracord rope, braided polypropylene rope, $12.98 for 100 foot. We'll come look at these clamps in a minute. Now here you got a Workbench Hardware Kit. You're getting basically everything you need. To make stuff, make your own shelf or your workbench. Here we go here. $20, plus the cost of lumber. At the end of the day, how much more is it really to buy one, pre-assembled? Not that there's anything wrong with either one. I guess if you have somebody that's really handy and they want to make their own workbench, if you want to make some of these maybe to sell, maybe something you might be interested in. Now, here we got these Jorgensen clamps. Now, Home Depot's response to the Jorgensen stuff is the Bessie. This seems like a pretty heavy duty. It's pretty greasy as well. But this is going to be your Cabinet Master 24-inch 90-degree parallel jaw bar clamp. Obviously, Cabinet Master, if you're install cabinets, might be something you're interested in. Now, if you remember these clutch bar clamps, you're getting 5 here, but it's $30. Now at Depot, you can get 4 of these. You get these 4 right here, and it's $19.98. So if you want to spend another $30 for a little miniature one, I guess if that's worth it for you, then this is what you need here. I have not been to Depot yet, so I'm sure they have the DeWalt version of this there, or if not, they've got the Bessie. But $30, this was $15 last year, the DeWalt versions. But I believe with these, you have the ability to unclip this here and make it a spreader as well as clamp. So that's a feature that you don't see on some of these DeWalt trigger clamps unless you're spending some extra money. Usually they offer that base set. And here we go. We got this 41-piece system here. You're getting your 1/4 and 3/8. Looks like you're getting a mix of SAE and metric with your 72 tooth ratchets. Now this system with here will fit on the Versa stack and the T-stack system. Clamps in the same. And here's your little bit more of an expanded version of the stocking stuffer. So you're getting a screwdriver, a 1/4 inch drive screwdriver with these 1/4 inch bits. Just your basic bits, nothing spectacular, but it's $24.98. ISO tunes, OSHA compliant. So I guess those of you who are required to wear hearing pro on the job site, or you're in a warehouse or something, you might be able to get by with using these for your ear pro. You can also jam out with some tunes. It reduces noise 30 decibels. So that's, for most job sites where you're required to wear this is going to make it a lot more tolerable. Dust, sweat, and waterproof. All-day battery. Construction, yard work, home improvement. Here we got the Cobalt 30-piece combination wrench set. I don't know how much they're selling the Husky set for, but this is $24. Not bad for a wrench set. You get a lifetime warranty. Anything goes wrong, you swap it out. You just bring it to the store, and they should swap it for you. This is it's the same one, 30-piece here. And here we got something similar that Husky sells over there at Home Depot. It's 22-piece set here. You got a lot of extensions. You got some swivels. So you got some spark plug sockets. You got a 1/4, 3/8, 1/2 inch drive. So they'll fit everything you got. $30. This is also a good time of year to stock up on some of your wrenches. And of course the coveted 3-piece Cobalt groove joint pliers. $13 is not a bad deal if you want to pick up and cover all your bases. Everybody needs a set of these at the house, even if you don't want to get the whole set. This one here, this will cover most of what these can't do and are going to be smaller than these, and not be so bulky and be able to fit in some tighter places. Of course, you got your adjustable wrenches here for $12.98. Got your 3-piece, your chrome vanadium steel, and then you have your locking pliers. 3-piece, $12.98. Take your pick. Here we've got some of these here. Got a 3-piece pony, hand clamps. Of course, you just squeeze, pop it loose whenever you're finished. And then, of course, you got your classic spring clamps as well. $19.98 each pack. Take your pick. It's the same thing that's over there on the other side. And here we got some of these little keychain lights. And again, another good little stocking stuffer, little keychain light. And here you got your little pop-up lantern. Another little stocking stuffer, less than $8. Now we gotta know it's a 106-piece drill and drive set. You know, like I said, for some of these, you know, I've never used any of the Cobalt bit sets. I have used, and usually only use, Milwaukee and DeWalt. Really, sometimes more so the DeWalt, just because you get sometimes when they do these promos, you can usually get a really good set, you know, with the you know, the impact rated, and they're gonna last you a while for really not the same price. Matter of fact, this is more expensive than that DeWalt set that I featured yesterday. So it just sometimes it doesn't make sense. I mean, you are getting some of these spade bit sets, but you know, over there at Depot, we're gonna see that classic Diablo set that you can get, and it's gonna, you know, fill that gap for a nice quality, you know, spade bit. And here we go again, just 26 piece here. Now we got a $60 homeowner kit. I guess the household tool set. You're getting a little 16-ounce hammer, you know, some basic stuff. You know, maybe you got a son or daughter that's going out getting their own place, and you want to make sure they got some things that they can do just around the house. And these are also coming with the Pro 90 tooth ratchets, so they're going to be a real nice. It's going to be a real nice smooth ratchet. You know, but bear in mind that it's only a 1/4 inch drive, but still, it'll get them started. And here again, it's the same one. They're loaded with these. They're going to be clearing these out. They've got 3 full displays. And we got the Irwin Vice grip. See, $14.98. You know, again, something that, you know, that you should sort of have with you, even if you just have just the one size here, the 10-inch. You know, just at least you have that. This is more specialty, you know, smaller things you're trying to clamp or hold together or get a good grip on. But really, this is gonna, you just kind of like 3/8" drive ratchet is gonna, you know, if I had to pick any, that would be the size, because that's gonna work for 90%, 85 to 90% of what you need. And here we got this Cobalt Plier Set. Again, this is another set here. It's $20. You know, you're past the parcel, pink elephant, Chinese Christmas, whatever you call it. You know, any guy would like these if they're playing the game. You know, I'd be, even though I have most of these, I'd be glad to get another set. You can never have too many hand tools. That's what I always say. Here we go. We got the ratcheting, the double drive ratcheting. I have an older version of this here. It's a little bit smaller. It's kind of weird to use. I just prefer either, you know, a full electric like screwdriver power tool, because these ratchets are a little bit cumbersome to use. You know, you're trying to drive something, and the next thing you know, you accidentally bump it and it's locked or switched to going the other way. It's just kind of a little bit of a hassle, but it's $12.98. It says it was $15.98, but I doubt they even had this in here before the holidays. Here we got this mini plier set. You know, if you're working with you know, some smaller objects, trying to get a good grip on some things, this will be nice, especially the longer needle nose here. You got some diagonal cutters, some flush cutters, some angled needles. $14.98 for that. It's a pretty good price. This is the time of year to stock up on these hand tools. They got 2 full displays. Again, another display of the 106 piece. Let's see, $14.98. Again, Home Depot. The Milwaukee wide blade, you know, is 14. I think it's $14.90. It might be 14 or 19, but we're gonna have to see. You get a 2-pack, and here you get just the one. It's not an auto lock. It does have the nice little silvery double-sided tape, and this is kind of weird here. I guess you can use, when you have it in your palm, you can sort of control the descent or the reel. I guess, or you can roll it out with your finger, I guess. Kind of weird to do it that way. It's an interesting design. It's innovative for sure. I'll give them points for that. All right, here we go. We got the Cobalt gloves. You know, I think as far as gloves go, Home Depot is where you want to go. They've got a ton of gloves, and we'll see some of those. They've got some of these, a similar type. I can't remember the brand of it, but I saw it in store the other day. We'll go take a look at those as well. But anyway, if you're interested in these aren't really priced that well. I mean, you're getting one pair of gloves. They're really thin, maybe geared more towards cold weather, but certainly not, you know, like freezing weather. This is, you know, upper 30s, lower 50 degree weather gloves. It says they're insulated. Another set by Cobalt. You know, again, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with them. I like the speed fit that it works with that. I don't think that it comes with this, but basically, you know, it not only can you use it with, you know, the 1/4 inch hex shank bits, but you can also use it with these 1 inch bits, and it sort of holds them all in there. Now I do like that because, you know, sometimes it, you know, you can't use. It just makes it. This makes it a little bit easier to swap the bits out. Basically, what I'm trying to say. All right, and see here, you know, they got the Craftsman high visibility tape. You're going to come with. It's going to come with the green housing with the white tape. It's not double sided, but it's $5.98, and even it was $7.98. But then you compare it to this Cobalt, this 24 foot, that really has, you know, it's interesting. I don't know if it'd be aggravating or useful or not. I have not used it like that. But this is double sided. This is not. Is it worth double the price? You know, I don't know. And we got the high visibility green blade, pinch to open to get more blades out, or change or whatever. We got some more. And here we got the high visibility squares. And this is not metal, aluminum, whatever, what have you. This is a composite. Doesn't really tell you that on here. It just says the Craftsman high visibility square. Even on here, it doesn't tell you that it's plastic or a non-metallic material, but it is. It's a durable laminated construction. Molded in contrasting color graduations for lifetime readability. So anyway, if you're interested, $4.98, or you can pick up that Milwaukee rafter and trim square combo for $14.98 at Home Depot. You know, just comparing it, not saying one's better than the other. Here we got some good shop scissors. It's $5.98. You know, it's hard to find a good pair of cheap scissors without spending a lot of money. And here they seem to open and close. You just find nice little hard yet soft insert for your fingers. And we got the 16 ounce, something that, you know, pretty much anybody should have with them in case they need it. $5.98, 16 ounce for the claw. Again, this thingamajig here, same little deal. I had this knife a while back. I have no idea what happened to it. I lose these like crazy. It is a bit big. Actually, I think I had the small version because mine did not have the rope cutter insert. But this is your flip to open. You push the button here and it flops. You can flick it out like the fastback. You know, it actually reminds me exactly of that Milwaukee fastback knife, except this is a plastic instead of metal like that Milwaukee. Matter of fact, this is that plastic, or, you know, I don't know, this is like a harder plastic that comes with that bigger Milwaukee fastback knife. I got this last year. You know, same deal, push to release. I mean, it's identical, it's pretty much the same. And that bigger one has a little cutout right there for the rope cutter. Blade change is pretty much the same, except it's on the opposite side. You just push that up, rather than you just push this button and the blade comes out. Anyway, interesting little tidbit. So for 10 bucks, and again, another good little stocking stuffer. And here we got their multifunction knife. You got a bit adapter. You can put bits in it and use it for a screwdriver. You got a clip. You can clip it to your tool bag, your belt loop. It's pretty nice. Let's see. You got some built-in. Oh, here we go. You got your built-in slot and Phillips screwdriver bits, and you can stick it right in there and use it. You can use this as a 1/4-inch nut driver as well. And you got a, you can use this, I guess, as a nut driver, but that'd be kind of cumbersome to use it that way. Here we got some other stuff here. You know, this is more of what I like to carry because it's small and compact, but it is kind of wide. I really like my Milwaukee one. Here we got those other, the same, pretty much the same stuff we saw already right over here, the extensions and the extra adapters and whatnot. Oh, and then we just got your regular old school retractable easy open knife. And then we'll zoom in way over here. All right, we got your classic, you know, double-ended, that goes into a double-ended bit screwdriver or whatever. I don't know. You got the pole in the middle, you take it out. On each end, you've got a double-ended bit with, I think it's a Phillips 1 and a smaller slot. And then on the other side, you've got a Phillips 2 and a bigger slotted screwdriver, and you can flip those around. So really, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 screwdrivers in one. But you know, it's classic. You have, we got your adjustable wrench, $5.98. Of course, it's Cobalt. All right. Over here, you know, if you've got some kids that are interested in using their own, in building some things, putting their own stuff together, this is a cool little project that, you know, you can do with them and that they can enjoy, and you can, you know, make some memories with your kids or your grandkids or nieces, nephews, what have you. You see, my son just turned 11, you know, last year. He was really interested in wanting his own tools. So I was kind of looking around at some more, you know, not little kid, but young kid friendly options. And this is why I ended up getting them last year. You know, it's got pretty much everything that he's going to need. Like if he wants to build one of these, you know, he's been begging to do that. So he can pull out his own tools, his own hammer, and, you know, he's got your safety glasses and everything. We start that early so that you only get you only get one set of eyes. You get one each, one left and one right. You don't get any more. Now go ahead and start getting the safety, you know, go ahead and get safety part of the building process and the creating process. And here we go. We got some of your more friendly options towards some of the female members of the tool community and the home improvement community. You got a lavender or a pink. Again, a good little homeowner set. First time homeowner, first time out on their own dorm room, you know, keeping their car, you know, keeping their closet in case they need it. You want to hang some pictures, you want to, you know, do whatever, you got that. This is going to be more geared towards your younger kid, you know, younger than 10. You know, you get your little mini apron, you get some gloves, some light duty stuff, a little hammer. Again, you got 2 different colors for whatever child in your life, whatever color they want. You know, you get some basic stuff here. Again, for the younger kid. We got some leftover Halloween stuff. All right. Usually you would find the Cobalt here, and I thought at one time the only thing you could get at Lowe's was the Cobalt. And at Home Depot, this is what you could get, Tough Built. But it looks like Tough Built is now also in Lowe's. Now I have a set of these Tough Built sawhorses. I think they're the S6000 or 5000. I don't know. Either way, mine do not have the adjustable height legs, which at first when I got them I thought they did. But, you know, that's just, if you're always working on a flat surface, or you can make it a flat surface, it might not be a big deal. But it is an extra feature that's nice to have when you need it. Similar to the Cobalt ones that they had that you could get. It was the same thing, except they were blue and black instead of yellow and black. They fold up the same. They all design pretty much dictates function. I think I'm saying that right. Basically, whoever made a hammer is a hammer. They're all going to look similar. They might have some slightly different features, but the use of the hammer dictates the design. Same way with this. In order to have it fold up inside itself, they'll have to have the same basic design with minute differences in the way that they're constructed and built. But anyway, $40 each. It'd be nice if they came in a combo, because usually you need 2 at a time, not just one. Especially to make your miter table or your work table, whatever. And this is also nice because you can. Oh, these are heavy too. Jeez. I bet it's just because it was stuck over here. Oh no, these are pretty heavy. These are definitely heavy duty here. Yeah, 2,600 pounds for the pair, or 1,300 pounds each. Literally can hold a ton between the two, as long as your lumber will hold up. But anyway, this is also nice because you can also raise the work surface up towards you. You know, if you're doing something that requires a little bit more, you know, a little bit more hands-on work, you can also make a long table out of this and keep it raised. Here we go. We got this. I'm not real happy with some of the quality of the Craftsman boxes. These are the S2000 series, but again, you know, they just don't seem. They seem very light. They don't seem very sturdy. These do not have ball bearing slides. I mean, they do have soft closed drawers, but you know, this doesn't make any sense why they don't have ball bearing slides. I mean, why would you not have a ball bearing slide? Even on this 41, I mean, it's not ball bearing. You can just hear the tinniness. You know, it's light. Just nothing. I don't know. I just feel like if you're gonna spend this much, you know, go with the Cobalt boxes. Go with Husky. You know, don't. It's not the same. It's not like it used to be. My grandfather's got a set of Craftsman. He's got a Craftsman chest, and I can assure you, it's not made like this. And these are I don't know if these are the 2000 series or not. Yes, they are. But these here, they're all bent up. Like, I don't know. You know, I don't know. These are pretty damaged. That you can't even open these. I tried to open these a while ago, and you can't even. I don't know. It's like, I don't know. You just don't. This has been sitting outside for a long time. Look at it. It's probably filled with water and rust and everything else. That's probably why I don't want you to open it. Clearly seen better days. I don't know. Just for me, like I said, not that these don't serve a purpose, and not that they don't have their place in a shop, but for the money that they're asking for it, I just think it can be better spent elsewhere and get a much better quality box. That's all I'm saying. And that's the same argument when we talk about the brushed versus brushless argument. You know, not that there's anything wrong with brush tools. They serve their purpose. They have a place. But when you can get a lot of these brushless tools for the same price or not much more, sometimes it just doesn't make sense to get the brush tools. You know, very rarely do they have any of these big sales, you know, on some of the brush stuff, so that way you can't even really get any more money off of them. You know, typically, and it also depends on the brand. I'll backtrack a little bit on that. Depending on the brand, usually some of the brush stuff, well, they'll be included with some of the promos. That's why I will say that. But, you know, I don't know. It's just hard to sort of argue sometimes for the brush stuff when you can get the brushless for not much more. You know, we got some of we're getting ready to hit the holidays hard. Might as well take a peek back here and see what they got in the outdoor section. If you need any grilling accessories, now's the time to get it, by the way. And if you stayed watching this long, I appreciate you. Here we go. Yeah. I don't know if I can find that pole saw. But anyway, here's you got your chainsaws here. Got your Cobalt without the bar. Here's that Cobalt 40. They must be getting rid of the 40 volt stuff. Got a 14-inch 40 volt. But, you know, I don't know the Cobalt batteries too much, so I don't know how big they get, how many amp hours they get, and if that scale sort of goes up, like, you know, if you did have a 5 amp hour battery, is it bigger than the 2.5 amp hour battery? You know, I don't know. If you know, feel free to comment below. And I know yesterday I mentioned that Tough Case Plus. Well, I've been doing a lot of research on that, and I don't believe it's going to be compatible with the Tough system, but it is compatible with the Tough Case, or the Versa Stack and the T-Stack. You know, we got the, see, they're doing away with the 40 volt and bringing more of the Ego in, I bet. Because they've already gotten rid of the 80 volt Cobalt, if I'm not mistaken. And now they're doing away with the Cobalt 40 volt, and I bet they're going to replace it with a lot of Ego. And I think they're going to probably keep the 24 volt. But this is hard. This is so light. This is probably the lightest blower. I picked this, probably lighter than that Milwaukee blower. It's definitely lighter than the Craftsman blower. So we got over here. Alright, and I want to keep saying it, and I'll keep saying it over and over again. I think that this Cobalt 24 volt trimmer is probably one of the best made. I have not used it, but it feels like one of the best made trimmers that you can buy. I mean, it's compact, it's lightweight, you know, it's not overly plastic. You got a plastic guard here, but I mean, all trimmers do. The head, you know, feels like a quality head. I don't know if you can, I'd really like to be able to change this out with that Husqvarna bump feed head, or at least the trimmer, the line dispenser. But anyway, you know, it's light. I mean, it's super light. I mean, you can throw this up and down. It's super, you can use this all day long. But anyway, I'm a really big fan of the way they designed that 24 volt stuff. But then you go up to the 40 volt and it's huge. It seems real chintzy. There's a lot of plastic, the shiny plastic, this plastic that scratches and cracks really easily. Just not a big fan of the 40 volt, but I do love, see here you got the textured plastic. You know, it's gonna hide the scratches a little bit easier. You know, I don't know. I just think the 24 volt Cobalt trimmer is one of the best looking ones, and you know, function wise, it looks like it functions better than some of these other ones. All right, anyway, let's see these mowers here. Like I said, and I also think the Cobalt Mowers are great. Every Cobalt mower is coming with the steel deck, which is really nice. Here we got the 2x 24 volt. So you're gonna use two 24 volt batteries. It's nice there. It was similar to that Greenworks mower that uses their 24 volt batteries. So I'm pretty sure they're made by the same group, that Chevron, or the company that owns Greenworks. I think the company that owns Greenworks makes this mower, but it's not, I don't believe it's Chevron. Because I think Chevron makes, I think they do make the skill mower, but again, I could be wrong. Anyway, that's from what I understood at one point. And maybe the 40 volt stuff, they're kind of, who knows? Who knows what's going on over here at Lowe's? them bringing Ego in, you know, kind of at a weird time last year. It's like they don't really have a lot. It's like Home Depot and Lowe's had a little bit of their inventory, and it was just kind of a weird time. But I think this year you're going to see more of an Ego takeover. But this is a similar design to that Greenworks 2 times 24 volt, 60 minutes on a single charge. And I'm wondering if they're talking about 2 24 volt 5 amp hour batteries, and you get a dual charger, 60 watt charger. I bet that's pretty good more. But anyway, all of these Cobalt Mowers are coming with a nice deep steel deck. Of course, we got the skill here. It's a plastic deck. All right, shoot, I've been here for 40 minutes. All right, and this is only the gift center section and a little bit of the outdoor section that I did not mean to really get into. But anyway, we'll check out the tools and stuff in a different video. But this is sort of just to get those gift center ideas, those stocking stuffers out there. Later.